If your subscriptions are similar in terms of the lines you're invoicing, it might be a good idea to create templates. And I show how to create a template in another video. But in this case, I have 3 templates here. And they're all assigned to a dummy customer, because we're not allowed to create any subscriptions without a customer number. So that's why it's called dummy for subscription orders. If I now want to create a subscription to a customer and use one of these templates, I can use the copy function. So it's not like the item or customer templates where I'm prompted to select a template. I need to use a copy function. So let's see how we do it. So I'll click on New. And then I'll go to the copy document function. And it might not seem like the best name for this, because we're not copying a document, you could think. We're copying a subscription. But essentially this is built on standard features, and we are actually copying a standard sales blanket order. So that's why it's called copy document. This copy function remembers what you did last time you used it, if you're using the last use options and filters. And as I just mentioned, we're kind of building on standard functionality for sales blanket orders. So the document type here must always be blanket order when you're trying to copy a subscription. It also remembers that last time I copied the template for basic. But of course I can change that. I could have started these with a sign or an A or anything to make them on top of my list. But since I don't have that many subscriptions, it's easy for me to find them. The normal thing is to choose, of course, one of my templates. But there's nothing to hinder me from copying, let's say, this old subscription if it's the same customer. Then, of course, I just need to be aware of dates and everything. In this case, I will use the basic one. And I need to tell the system to include the header. That's all the fields here that we're copying. And then I won't recalculate the lines. So, okay. So now it copied all the lines that I had on that template. And the first thing I do is to select the correct customer, because as you know, this was a dummy customer. I would definitely recommend that you sometimes go through your subscriptions and make sure that you haven't got any active subscriptions to actual customers that are wrongly placed on this dummy customer number. So I will choose the right one and say yes to all of these. And now I have the correct customer for this new subscription that was copied from the template. So I don't have to enter these new lines manually. And as I mentioned, of course, if you have subscriptions with many lines, that's where you really can save some time. Then I can do the setup for this specific subscription. So if they're getting a discount on this online portal, I can do that. I can say when it's going to start, 1st of August maybe. That it's yearly invoicing. And when the next invoicing date is. And that's the one that we always leave blank on the template to make sure we're not invoicing the template. And I can add deferrals. And then I have my subscription ready. If you want to check that you don't have any subscription orders with the dummy customer, you could make a filter out here based on sell to customer number, for example. If you have just one dummy, you could just set a filter on that specific field and make sure that it's only template subscriptions that are assigned to that customer. Or you can look into the different types of blocking customer number and the other different measures you can do in terms of that.